everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about parallel and perpendicular lines. First, let's observe them in real life. I'm sure you must have guessed that this is a football court. Firstly, what are parallel lines? Parallel lines never intersect each other and they are at a constant distance from each other. Now, in this case, you can observe that the vertical boundary of the football court and the halfway line of the court, they are not intersecting each other and they are at a constant distance from each other. And hence, I can say that the vertical boundaries and the halfway line are parallel to each other. Similarly, the horizontal boundaries are also parallel to each other. Next, what are perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines intersect each other at a right angle. Here we can see that this vertical boundary and the horizontal boundary intersect each other at 90 degree and hence they are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, the halfway line and the horizontal boundary intersect each other at 90 degree. So they are perpendicular to each other. You may pause the video and check out more real life examples based on parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's deep dive into the mathematics related to parallel lines. We have seen examples only for horizontal and vertical parallel lines. Here we can observe these sloping lines are parallel to each other. The steepness of these two sloping lines is exactly same. We know that the steepness of a line is the gradient of a line, right? And hence I can conclude that gradient of parallel lines is exactly same. Let's get started with some practice. Which of the following lines are parallel to y is equal to 3x minus 4? In order to figure out which of these lines are parallel to the given line, we need to determine the gradient of each line. How will you determine the gradient of each of these lines? We know that the slope-intercept form of the equation of line is given by y is equal to mx plus c, where the coefficient of x, that is m, is the gradient of line, right? First, let's use this to find the gradient of given line. The given line is y is equal to 3x minus 4 and hence the gradient of this line is equal to 3, right? Now, we'll check from each of these given lines which line has a gradient of 3. Let's get started with that. The first line is 2x plus y is equal to 3. We will first get it in this form, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So keeping just y term on the LHS, I get y is equal to minus 2x plus 3 and hence the coefficient of x, that is minus 2, is the gradient of this line. Let's move to the next one. Here we have y minus 3x is equal to 7. Again, just keeping y on one side, I get y is equal to 3x plus 7. The coefficient of x, that is 3, is the gradient of this line. Next, 2y plus x is equal to 4. Let's keep only the y term on one side and I get 2y is equal to minus x plus 4. In the standard form of slope-intercept, we have the coefficient of y as 1. Hence, we need to divide this equation by 2. Let's do that. 2y by 2 is equal to minus x by 2 plus 4 by 2. So, y is equal to minus x by 2 plus 2. In this case, the coefficient of x is minus half and Hence, the gradient is equal to minus half. Let's move to the D part. We have 2y minus 6x is equal to 5. We'll do it the same way as we did for C part. First, let's move minus 6x on the RHS. So 2y is equal to 6x plus 5. Now, we'll divide by 2 to make the coefficient as 1. Hence, 2y by 2 is equal to 6x by 2 plus 5 by 2. Y is equal to 3x plus 2.5. Here we can observe that the coefficient of x is 3 and hence the gradient of this line is 3. We know that parallel lines have same gradient. Hence we can observe in this case that line y minus 3x is equal to 7 and 2y minus 6x is equal to 5. These two lines have a gradient of 3 and hence they are parallel to the given line y is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay, let's move further and we'll find the equation of a parallel line. Find the equation of a line parallel to y is equal to 2x plus 4 and passing through 1 comma minus 1. Firstly, let's figure out the gradient of this line. We know that the slope-intercept form of the equation of line is given by y is equal to mx plus c. You may watch one more existing video on the channel to understand this better. Now, the coefficient of x in this case is 2 and hence the gradient of this line is 2. We know that parallel lines have same gradient and hence the line which is parallel to given line will also have a gradient of 2. So we can write that as y is equal to 2x plus c where c is still unknown. But we have been given that the parallel line passes through this point 1 comma minus 1. Now for this point the x coordinate is equal to 1 and the y coordinate is equal to minus 1. We can substitute these two coordinates in this line to get the value of c. Let's do that. Minus 1 is equal to 2 times 1 plus c and hence minus 1 minus 2 is equal to c. Right? Hence I get the value of c as minus 3. We have both the values, that is m as well as c, and hence the equation of line which is parallel to the given line is y is equal to 2x minus 3. Isn't that simple? So that's it for today. I will be uploading the part 2 of this video very soon. If you like the video, please give it a big fat thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget that I come up with new videos every Monday and Friday. Stay tuned.